smoke. The night the black sail either woke, they left a trail of crushed heather to bind our frozen souls together. 1,000 embers, orange and bright, burnt out the Mackay lines that night. You stole our anchor, left the stain, and cursed the glen with poison rain. Oh, see how a Highlander bleeds, sowing the anger like seeds. The stone of destiny is cold, under a crown of stolen gold. But violet eyes don't flinch or hide. We're hard to end with God on our side.
The first of the bloodline stands watch for the dawn. They hold back the shadows, they steady the line, a keeper of boundaries, an ancient design. Oh, test the stone and try the steel, let the strength of the hidden realms reveal. No crown is worn, no names are spoken by the law of the wilds. The pact is unbroken. The pact is unbroken. The second clan rises with ice in their breath to garrison walls between mortal and death. We run with the stag and we strike from the shade. By the oath of the boundary, the bargain was made. Oh, test the stone and try the steel, let the strength of the hidden realms reveal. No crown is worn, no names are spoken by the law of the wilds. The pact is unbroken.
Whoa there! You look new. I've no seen a chin that's sharp in the King's Guard before now.
Move along. I'm on rotation.
Rotation. Is that what they call it now? You're far too pretty to be hauling halberds for the king. Come on, take the hood off.
Let's see if the rest of you matches the eyes.
I'll give you 3 seconds to unhand my shoulder before I show you exactly how pretty a Heelan blade can be.
Charming, aren't we? Fine, fine. Stay in the rubish then. Some of us prefer the silk.
Come on, put the knife away before you hurt yourself. A MacKay? I thought your lot were all hunger hunted to the sea. To find one sneaking round my fires, that's a bold move, lassie.
You missed a spot. We're hard to kill when you don't look us in the eye.
What did they call ye, lass?
Fenella. Fenella MacKay. No thought her name means anything to a butcher like you.
She's a blight upon this hoose, my prince. An insect trying the very soul of the Highlands. I demand her heave be on a pillar by sunrise. No trial, no mercy, only the pike!
Execution. Lord Malachor, you have such a tiresome imagination. Killing her no would be a waste of good steel. I find myself seeking a challenge for their games. She will be my champion for their heavy events. If she wins, she lives. If she fails, I'll kill her myself.
I'd sooner rot in your bogs than lift a hound for a fae.
Mabruther commands the royal house, yet his champion dresses like a common thief dragging dirt from the bogs. Put on the silks, MacKay. The court expects a spectacle, not a peasant.
Silk doesn't stop a throat cut, princess. I'll stay in my own skin.
Skin is precisely what you will lose if you enter that arena with such a small mind. Do you truly think my brother chose ye out of mercy?
He wants a challenge for his court. He said it himself.
He threw ye into a proxy war. The High Houses use the Heavy events to settle blood feuds and claim territory without tearing the realm apart with open banners. By entering a mortal, Caerwyn has insulted the entire aristocracy.
Let Thumb be insulted.
They won't just be insulted. They will slaughter you to humiliate the crown. Lord Caelan's house is fielding Torrin the Iron-Sleeved. Caelan has already ordered him to crack your skull open on the peat and call it an athletic accident. And do not think you are safe from the others. They use their magic to win, and you have none. If you enter that field soft, you will leave it in a box. So stay in your filthy leather if it makes you feel brave, Makey. But know exactly what is waiting to tear you apart.
Have you lost your mind? By ancient decree of the 169 seals, the royal house must field the most dominant, magically gifted entity in the outer territories. The court expects a warlord of the bloodline, a champion whose gaze can turn up Battalion to ash. And instead, you drag that shivering, disguised creature to the front of the dais?
She didn't shiver when she took the blade to my throat. Her grip was remarkably steady.
They did not gather in the grand rotunda to watch a royal inheritance staked on a tavern joke. The aristocracy views this as a reckless insult to their blood. They are laughing in the lower galleries, Prince. Laughing.
Let them laugh. It clears the lungs.
It is not a joke to your enemies. The shadow factions are already moving their pieces on the board. They don't see a clever ruse, Caerwyn. They see a weakness. A crack in the crown's foundation. The moment she enters the arena, they will dissect her to prove ye are unfit to rule.
Careful, Commander.
I am the only one in this place who will give you the truth before the blood starts flowing. You made a choice, and you will hold that line. A political mockery will be the least of your concerns. This palace will burn.
Then let it burn, Malak. At least we will have enough light to see who our true enemies are. expect to survive the heavy events with those toothpicks? A true warrior commands the field with reach and iron weight. Pick up the broadsword.
A braid sword is for a clumsy soldier who needs to loudmouth his approach. My people don't fight to put on a show for a court of sycophants. A dork is quiet. It handles with a quickness that defies your heavy armor. It's personal.
Personal is what gets you killed, MacKay. A dirk requires you to look your enemy in the eye.
I'd rather look a killer in the eyes and know his face than trust a coward who hides behind a gilded banner and strikes us from the fog.
You've a better rhythm than my guards, MacKay. But your footwork gives you away. That's a Highland step. You've a sharp edge on you, MacKay. Dangerous to hold. But out there, you haven't seen how this court rips apart small things that bite.
The High Court has reviewed your entry, Prince Caerwyn. A mortal can't stand as champion unless she undergoes the trial of the Unbroken. If she refuses, she enters the stockades. If she fails, her head stays in the pit.
The trial begins. The second the sun drops, MacKay. You can use those toothpicks of yours to fight your way out of these gates right now and get hunted down in the forest. Or you can hold my line, step into that arena, and show them how a Outlander bleeds.